In high school, Heather Johnston and Ashley Miller are as sweet as Georgia peaches. But just after they graduate, they get their first taste of independence.
These girls definitely craved excitement, adventure, and money.
And before long, they start dropping everything to get ahead. Heather and Ashley are destined to become celebrities for all the wrong reasons.
They're always going to be known as the Barbie Bandits.
Atlanta, Georgia, a southern city where new money mingles with old. A place where professional athletes rubbed shoulders with media moguls and captains of industry. When Atlanta's elite want to relax, they head to nearby Ackworth. This tiny town is a fisherman's paradise where anglers come in hopes of hooking the big one. In February 2007, two women stroll into a local bank, hoping to land something big of their own.
Hi. These two young girls go in wearing designer sunglasses, looking absolutely beautiful.
These ladies are used to getting a lot of attention, but today they're trying to avoid it. They're here to make a large cash withdrawal, but instead of presenting a bank slip to the teller, they hand him a menacing message.
These two girls, they made the most unlikely pair of bank robbers that you can imagine. It was almost like a movie.
Bank staff and customers have no idea a crime is in progress.
There was just no chaos, nothing in the air to indicate anything was wrong.
Within minutes, they are gone. As word of the brazen raid spreads, the precocious pair is dubbed the Barbie Bandits.
This thing just blazed. It was becoming a national story, an international story. And I really just think it was because of, the attractiveness of these girls, the fact that they were lighthearted about robbing a bank, just drew people in.
Everyone is wondering, who are these mysterious blondes? And if the Barbie Bandits will strike again. Just a year earlier, in the Atlanta suburb of Lawrenceville, Heather Johnston is coming into her own and charting a course for success.
Heather was this beautiful, sweet girl on track to finish high school, and you just believed the future was bright for her.
Heather has a scholarship lined up, but all that changes for the headstrong teen during her junior year of high school.
People don't like to do what they're told. Nobody does. When you have the fieriness and the competitiveness that Heather has and that her dad has, there's going to be clashes.
No, Dad, I'm leaving.
Where are you going? Heather, where do you think you're going?
I'm so sick of you trying to control my life.
When Heather begins dating, Mom and Dad fear she's growing up way too fast.
She started staying out later, spending more time with him, and they thought that was unhealthy.
She ends up running away with this guy that she's crazy about. She's just looking for trouble at this point.
The sexual nature of her rebellion, I think she knew this is the way that she could get under her parents' skin and really get their attention, and that's why she used it.
But her dance with the devil is brief.
They ultimately fizzled out. So Heather came back home.
Heather convinces her parents that she's going to clean up her act and that she plans on becoming a dental hygienist. But her recent rebellion is holding her back.
I think the scholarship and the college and the dental hygienist and all of that came in Heather's mind to represent that's what my parents want for me, and that's exactly what I don't want.
Heather finds herself with few options.
And she had very little skills to be able to make a living and support herself. And the one thing she had was that figure and that face. And she realized that that could help her make money.
Just 2 weeks after graduation, Heather applies for a very different job. She's about to become the hottest new stripper in town.
Heather started working at a strip club. Her stage name was Charlie. And Charlie was a big old hit at this strip club. But she was making about $200–300 a night.
Very outgoing, very friendly, pretty much perfect for the job.
It's at Shooter Alley where she meets 19-year-old Ashley Miller, another rookie on the stripper scene. She's known to the guys as Sexy Adrian. Together, the dancing duo creates quite a stir.
It was always a high-energy atmosphere, the party atmosphere, if you will. It was somewhat promiscuous, that goes with the job. And they were fun to be around.
These two just connected right away. They both wanted to make a lot of money, they loved the attention that they were getting from men, and they both had this wild, rebellious streak in them.
The two become fast friends, enjoying their new notoriety and quick cash. Although, it never seems to be enough.
We should rob a bank.
No, that's actually a pretty good idea.
What?
I'm serious.
Really? Serious?
Yeah, I got a friend that works at a bank. I can give him a call.
Their naked greed is about to get the best of them.
Oh my God.
In 2007, Heather Johnston and Ashley Miller are having the time of their lives. As the hottest draws at a popular strip club on the outskirts of Atlanta. Both girls grew up in the small suburbs nearby, but attended different high schools. While Heather was a promising tennis player, Ashley was strutting her stuff as a cheerleader.
She cheered locally at the high school, and we worked real hard to make her the best she could be. Ashley was very quirky, fun, kind of clumsy, but she wasn't the most coordinated girl in the world.
She has a great sense of humor and enjoys caring for others as a regular volunteer at a local nursing home. But Ashley's life changes when she falls into the wrong crowd and gets in trouble after graduation.
I think it started her down this trajectory where she thinks, there's nothing I can do to get back on track now. It's just ultimate failure or ultimate success. There's nothing in between.
I've seen lots of kids that I thought, ooh, they're on the wrong path, turn out to be great. So I didn't think Ashley was going to have a bad year.
Ashley knew guys loved her look, and she could use that to help secure her future.
How are my two #1 fans?
She gets a job at a restaurant known for its well-endowed waitresses. Her tips are as ample as her curves.
You guys can pour your own beer, all right? Don't make me work any harder than I have to.
After seeing how much money she can make after flaunting her body, she wonders, how much more could I make in tips if the guys got to see me naked?
Ashley sheds any remaining inhibitions.
Ashley was a cheerleader, so she incorporated a little bit of that into her routine, which I guess gave it a little extra flair.
That absolutely stunned us. We were very surprised. It didn't seem to fit her personality. We all had a pretty good laugh about that. There's different strokes for different folks.
The girls have dumped their sheltered suburban lives to party like rock stars.
The girls are living together, they're working together, they're making a ton of money at the strip club, and they're spending their money on everything and anything, including drugs. So at this point, they're living this crazy, wild lifestyle.
Ashley mixes business with pleasure and begins dating a regular, Michael Chastain, an ex-con with a dark past.
This is so much money. We should rob a bank.
One night in 2007, a moment of innocent banter turns dangerously serious.
Friend that works at the bank?
The boyfriend takes it seriously and he says, well, I know a bank teller. So he hatches this idea. They go along with it and they get in touch with the teller.
What's up, man? You still working at that bank? Yeah, I got a couple of beautiful girls here that might be interested in doing a little work for us. You know what I'm saying?
A crazy idea is about to become a reality.
Imagine being able to afford everything in this catalog.
In less than 24 hours, the girls are going to rob a bank. Strippers Heather Johnston and Ashley Miller are making fast cash that they blow on clothes, drugs, and a party lifestyle.
Oh my gosh, this is so much money. We should rob a bank.
Yeah.
This crazy joke about robbing a bank has gained a life of its own.
Yeah, I got a friend that works at a bank.
Ashley's ex-con boyfriend has these girls believing that the money's just right there for the taking. All they have to do is just walk in and get it.
I was dancing for him, you know, and I keep like a little bit of hand sanitizer. He was extra dirty for us today. He really was. I don't know what is he?
Thanks to Michael, the plan quickly gains momentum. He has a friend who just happens to work as a bank teller.
What's up, man?
When they started talking about it, they realized that they could really pull this off, that this may actually work.
Yeah, I know. They're both ready.
All right, man, I'm in.
All right, good deal. Thanks. All right.
Michael tells the girls his friend will be their inside man, guaranteeing this will be easy money.
Let's get rich. Michael, what do you want?
The following morning, Michael rouses his rookie robbers.
He calls and tells the girls, you know, this is set up.
All right.
They're gonna do it. And so he tells them where to go, gives them instructions.
What?
We're doing the bank now.
This was a total inside job. They completely thought they were going to get away with it, robbing a bank with no repercussions.
Michael gives the girls a cell phone number for their bank contact.
So the plan was go in, pretend to rob a bank, hand over a ransom note, and the bank teller would hand them the money. But of course, the only thing the girls were worried about was what they were going to wear.
They've been told to wear wigs as a disguise, but instead, they opt for something a bit more stylish, designer sunglasses.
It just added to the whole mystery and intrigue of these two girls. Definitely a fashionable way to cover up your face.
Hot. Oh my God.
They hit the road, ready to strip bare a bank register or two.
So where exactly are we going
But
now?
they're so unprepared, they don't even know where they're going until they make contact with their inside man.
They go by paper to write a ransom note,
What does he say for me to write?
Give us all your loose bills.
and then they write a ransom note at the direction of the teller. He tells them what to put in it.
The note is as menacing as something written in bubble letters can be.
All loose bills, no strapped cash, and do not pull the switch.
No strapped cash. Wait. I don't want to write this. I don't want this in my handwriting, and I'm driving.
Come on.
Can you do it?
All right, I'll text you. All right.
The plan is in motion, and Heather and Ashley are moments away from having it all. But there's a problem. The Brazen Beauties are about to rob the wrong bank. Strippers Heather Johnston and Ashley Miller have decided to grab some fast cash by robbing a bank. But the rookie raiders are suddenly baffled.
That's lovely. Are you serious? Oh.
There's a simple explanation for why their contact is not behind the counter.
We're at the wrong bank.
So, we went to the wrong bank. Whatever. All right, well, I think it's funny.
So he gives them new directions, and then they show up at the right bank this time.
You ready? I think so. Let's put on our stunner shades. Ready?
Yeah, let's go get him.
Okay.
Inside, customers and employees are going about their business.
You can just imagine when these two beautiful blondes walk into a bank, they're quite the sight. They have what they refer to as their stunner shades on, you know, their designer sunglasses. No one around thought that these two were about to rob a bank.
They stroll up to their inside man as arranged.
Like to make a withdrawal?
It's the moment of truth. He hands over almost $11,000 in cash.
Let's go shop.
After waiting a few minutes, the crooked teller informs his supervisor that he's just been robbed.
Oh my God, are you serious?
But the bandits are already long gone.
Oh my gosh, did you see the look on the teller's face?
He was so nervous.
I know, as soon as you
what
handed
about?
him the note.
We did!
Oh my God.
You should see how much money is
How
in
much
here.
do you think is in there?
Like, look at
I
all the
can't wait.
shoes.
Oh my gosh.
Look
we
at how
have
many
to go
shoes
shopping.
that is.
I'm gonna get a mani and a pedi and my hair and everything.
Ashley calls her boyfriend Michael, the mastermind behind the robbery.
Hey, Mikey, baby. Okay, guess what? We did it.
We did it!
Yeah, we got the money
got
here.
the money.
He tells them to keep a low profile.
Okay. Very, very low. It'll be so low you can't even see us. I promise.
Oh my gosh, shopping
Mall,
for sure.
now,
Yes.
mall.
So, after changing clothes, they head straight for their favorite mall for a whirlwind shopping spree.
They went and got their hair done, and one of them said to the hairdresser, I want to give me blonde highlights. I want to be as blonde as Barbie.
Within hours, detectives know exactly who they're looking for. After the media frenzy, numerous tips come in, including one from a regular visitor at the strip club who recognizes every inch of the Barbie Bandits. Nobody can believe Heather and Ashley would ever rob a bank.
It spread like wildfire. One person called, then we came into a practice and somebody's telling us, hey, did you hear about the Barbie Bandits?
Just 2 days after the robbery, the Barbie Bandits are spotted in their getaway vehicle.
When the girls were pulled over, cops found the original ransom note crumbled up inside the car, and they also found a little bit of marijuana. So at this point, the girls realized that they were in a lot of trouble.
Police also find a large amount of ecstasy tablets on Ashley. They arrest the girls and interrogate them.
Heather, I think you could help yourself out if you can help us locate the money.
Well, I do have some of the money. Do you want it now?
Yes.
And Heather pulled about $1,000 out of her bra.
I can't imagine how your dad's gonna feel.
Both bandits readily admit their guilt.
They truly are the last two I would ever imagine would rob a bank.
What struck me the most about them was, the whole Barbie Bandits moniker was created by the media for these two giggling girls that rob a bank, but it was self-fulfilling. They lived up to it in every way possible.
Ms. Johnson, the sentence of the court is as follows: 10 years.
Heather Johnston is sentenced to 10 years probation with community service. Ashley Miller pleads guilty to theft and drug distribution and gets 10 years in jail. But as a part of her plea deal, is released after just 2.
The reason why she got jail time and Heather didn't was she did have a prior misdemeanor conviction.
It was the talk of the town. And it's unfortunate for her because I don't think she can ever come back. Everybody will always know her as the Barbie Bandit.
In the end, both girls are ordered to pay out thousands of dollars in fines and restitution. When they stepped inside that bank, Heather Johnston and Ashley Miller may have made the biggest mistake of their young lives.
Wearing no sun or shades was one of those things that nobody's going to forget.
This is something they're gonna have to live with for the rest of their lives. They're always gonna be known as the Barbie Bandits.